Hey, I work as a clinical social worker in PA in New Jersey, and hopefully expanding to New York, Maryland, Delaware, and DC. I-95 therapy, I like to call it. But I've worked with a lot of people who are on the spectrum of autism, and you know, obviously they are all independent human beings, like the so-called neurotypical people, and some are nonverbal altogether. Others are what was called have Asperger's, which is a term that was dropped, I think, perhaps because of I think Asperger's may have been a Nazi sympathizer or collaborator, and so um, but I've been following the work of Sacha Baron Cohen, his cousin, or it's his uncle. Actually, let me just make sure. I'm not sure what their relationship is. There's Sasha, who's the comedian, right? And Simon is, let me just see. Okay, so Baron Cohen married Bridget Lindley. Together they have three children. He's the elder brother of Dan Baron Cohen and three younger siblings. Brother Ash Baron Cohen, sisters Susie and Liz. His cousins include actor and comedian Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh, and a composer. Oh, okay. So he is the cousin. They're cousins. Okay. And I say all that. I looked that all up. I said I'm mentioning him because he's the director of autism research, the Autism Research Center at Cambridge University. And I don't know, I guess he's the one who came up with the idea of theory of mind and mind blindness, and that the one characteristic that people who have autism have in common is that they have mind blindness. In other words, or I sometimes call it perspective taking, not being able to appreciate that you're a distinct human being from them, and that you have your own feelings. And so for example, one kid I was talking to, he kept interrupting. He keeps interrupting conversations and interjects and so forth, and has his own agenda. Now, neurotypical people do that too, obviously, but uh, he does it a lot. And then sometimes, like, they're not doing things like in a malicious way, like maybe in terms of being antisocial, but more in they're just sort of oblivious. Again, I can't generalize and say it's all people who have autism, but it does seem to be a real characteristic. And then now he wrote that book, Mind Blindness, I think in the 80s or 90s. But he has another one called The Pattern Seekers, which is interesting. That's another element of autism, and maybe that is, because I think he said, like, autism is the engine of invention or something like that, the way he put it. And that's true. If you look in the sciences, there's quite a few scientists who have autism, I think. And another thing I'm interested in is he did a massive study in which he showed that people who identify as, let's say, gender divergent, who are non-binary or trans are 6 times more likely to have autism. So that's also interesting. All right. Thank you.